How do we sabotage our financial health? Well, we all basically know how to grow wealth. Save more than you spend and invest. So why don't we do it? Well, the truth is, building wealth is only 20% about what you do and 80% about your money beliefs, your money personalities you develop from those beliefs, and the money actions you take as a result. So where do our money beliefs come from? They typically start when we were really young, from our first experiences with money, and the stories we told ourselves to understand that. For example, I had a client whose parents were divorced. Her father was extremely wealthy and her mother had no money. And whenever her parents got together to talk about money, it would erupt into a screaming match. Her father would storm out the door. Her mother would be left in tears, saying how selfish he was. So her takeaway from that is the rich are mean and selfish, and money brings pain. And as a result, her subconscious worked to keep the pain away or keep money out of her life. My own money story started around about when I was 9 or 10 and understood that the rich were treated differently. And when I realized that I was a have-not as opposed to a have, I developed a real chip on my shoulder. I felt not good enough. I felt undeserving. I felt not enough. And as a result, I had real confidence issues around this. So Dr. Brad Klontz, a money psychologist in the US, who, by the way, has an amazing YouTube channel, and I strongly recommend you take a look at it. I'm going to put it in the show notes below. But in any event, Dr. Klontz did a study of those who are wealthy versus those who appear to be more financially challenged. And he came up with what he terms money scripts for each group. And for those who are more financially challenged, he came up with 3 money scripts, or what I like to call money personalities. And the first one is money avoidance. And these people believe that money is evil, the rich are corrupt, and money brings pain. And so just like my client, they would work to keep money out of their lives. The second group had money worship, and they believed money would solve all their problems. They would be happy when they were rich. The only problem is they can't define rich, because to them you can never have enough money. And as a result, they couldn't quantify it, they couldn't set goals to get it, and they couldn't take action. And so they waited around to win the lottery or to get taken in by the next get-rich-quick scheme. And the third money mindset or money personality was the one that I suffer from. Money status. And we tie our net worth into our self-worth. And somehow we believe that money validates us. And as a result, we go out of our way to try and appear wealthy or to be wealthy. But in any event, to appear so, and we'll spend a lot of money to get to that point, and in some cases go to extreme amounts of debt to create this image of validity. So on the other hand, Dr. Klontz had a look at those who were wealthy, and he identified one mindset or one personality, and he calls this the millionaire mindset. And he says the specifically noteworthy thing about this is it's free from any conscious or unconscious limiting money beliefs. And it does come from a source of money vigilance, which means they save their money. But not money vigilance that comes from scarcity and that sort of negative mindset where you'll hoard. Money vigilance where they believe money is abundant. And as a result, they'll save, but they invest their money to get access to their abundance and grow their wealth. Well, that sounds fantastic. So how do we move from our limiting, disempowering mindset to this amazing millionaire mindset? Well, there's 3 actions we can take starting today. And the first one is to shine a light on those dark shadows of our money belief system. And the easiest way to do that, and the way I did, was start a journal. And as your first entry in your journal, document what you can recall your first money memory was. Who was there? What did they say? And what is the likely story you develop from that? And then secondly, document the first time you earned money and received it. How did you feel? What did you do with it? And move on from there to each time money enters your life and goes out. What are your feelings? What are your actions? The next step is, and it turns very much on the fact that we live in a very negative mindset when we're disempowered around money, is to change our language, because when we are coming from that mindset, we tend to use a lot of negative language. I can't afford it. I'll never be rich. Money's really hard to get. The rich are corrupt and don't deserve it, and so forth and so on. And recognize these negative phrases or words that you constantly use or regularly use, and identify replacement ones that are more empowering and more positive. consciously make a list of them. So every time you feel one of those negative phrases about to come out, quickly slot in one of the positive ones. And the third thing is, recall the wealthy live in an abundant mindset. So we want to move ourselves towards that abundant mindset. And the way to quickly move to an abundant mindset is to recognize what we already have, to express gratitude for what we have. And I heard a really good suggestion from somebody. She said, if you don't document all that you're grateful for today or all that you've appreciated today, it won't be there tomorrow. So make a real list of all the things that you like and want tomorrow in your gratitude journal. Don't stress. I know this sounds overwhelming, but I've included a cheat sheet below to start uncovering these sort of negative money mindsets and to start taking more empowering actions to move forward. If you've enjoyed this video, hit like, pass it on to your fellow ladies, and if you found any aspect of it helpful, please put it in the comments. For further financial education and money talk designed especially for women, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Bye for now.